Hi Retro Gamers, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk a little about great games and great franchises that for some reason I never played them. Being a dad and a husband and working 8 hours a day is not the only reason why I didn't play these games. Some of these games are landmarks in the video games history and soon or later I want to play them. Some of these games I never play not just because my gaming time is less and less every year, but because some of these games I didn't bought them in the release date, and I've been delaying playing these games year after year. To start, I will talk about a game that I certainly should have played many years ago, but that I never played. And that game is this one, Shenmue. I love Sega. Sega was my first gaming company that I really love. And the Sega Genesis is still today my favorite gaming system. And I also love Yu Suzuki since the old run and the Afterburner days. And I love Japan and the Japanese culture. So why I never played this game? Well, when this game was released in the end of 1999, I was very happy playing in my Nintendo 64 and waiting for the Legend of Zelda Majora Mask to be released. So I didn't bought the Dreamcast and I waited for the GameCube released. I saw many friends of mine playing this game, but at the time I found the game a little slow. After Ryu's dad was killed, he started to collect toys from a machine, feeding a cat and asking if someone saw a black car. Like I said, the game starts a little slow and it wasn't for me at the time. A few years later I bought a Dreamcast from a friend of mine, but the Dreamcast was no longer in the market and I only bought about 10 games. The Shenmue was very expensive and I didn't bought the game at the time. A few years ago, the first two games in the franchise was released for the PlayStation 4 and for the PC, and I pretend to finish both very soon and then start playing Shenmue 3. Halo. I'm not a big fan of first-person shooters. I love Doom and the Metroid Prime trilogy and just one or two more, such as Turok or Quake for example. But I'm most certain I would love this franchise. Master Chief looks an amazing main character, and in the few first-person shooters that I love, I only play in single-player mode, and the Halo franchise have an excellent single-player mode. I never had any Microsoft gaming machine. I always bought Sega and Nintendo, and after Sega stopped doing consoles, I started to bought the PlayStation brand. So still to this year 2021, I never had a Xbox console. I'm not saying that the consoles are bad. I hate the consoles wars and to see people fighting over which one is the best. We have to make choice in life, and I think I choose well, because today I can play almost every Xbox game in the PC, and that's why I really want to start to play this wonderful franchise.
All hands, this is the captain. Prepare to abandon ship.
Assassin's Creed. Another great franchise that I don't know why I never played. And probably the only franchise in this list that I will never going to finish all the games. Because the series have so many games that I don't know where to start. I bought the first one for the PC and I still haven't played it. I'm most certainly going to finish one or two games in the franchise, but I really doubt that I'm going to finish all of them like the other games that I mentioned in this list. I love Jackie Chan. He's by far my favorite actor, and I love when he jumps from a building to other and do all that crazy stunts that he do. And in that aspect, I think this game reminds me of Jackie. This is by far the best-selling Ubisoft franchise, with many loyal players and a huge fan base. And I'm really excited to play and to finish at least one game in this franchise. Lego. I love Lego when I was a kid, and now that I have a son, I love Lego even more. And this franchise have so many licenses, such as Star Wars, Batman, Harry Potter, Indiana Jones, Lord of the Rings, Jurassic Park, and many more. As I always associate the Lego with building things, I thought the Lego world wouldn't look good in the video game, but I was wrong. Many games in this franchise are very cool, and I'm sure that some of these games are going to be very nostalgic to me. Dizzy. So, I saved my greatest shame and my greatest regret for the end. As many of you may know from my past videos, I love the Spectrum. It was my first gaming system, and I still love the system, and I still play many Spectrum games today. The DayZ franchise is one of the most popular Spectrum series, with more than 10 games released for this beloved system. Most of the games in the series were platform adventure games with puzzles to resolve, collecting objects, and interacting with other characters. But when I was a kid, I didn't like the character, it looks like an egg, and I still today never play a single DayZ game. I can see now that the franchise have a huge quality, and I really regret for not playing it. But it's better late than never, and I pretend to play all the games in this series from the first to the last one. And how about you gamers? Do you have a franchise or a game that you regret never playing it? Please let me know in the comments. As always, I hope you liked this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.